Hello everyone, this is me Rishabh and welcome back again to my new podcast. And here we have very interesting and very great person and he's also a very he's also a stand-up comedian. Hello Mr. Akash, can you hear me?
Yeah, buddy, I can hear you, and I doubt that interesting and good, nice thing which you told about me.
Yeah, exactly. So first of all, very much thank you for coming to my podcast and giving your precious time, such a valuable time for my podcast.
You're most welcome, buddy. Most welcome.
Yeah, exactly. So Mr. Akash, can you little bit give your introduction so that our listener can get you that what you do?
Okay, so I'm how can I start? Okay, I'm basically from North India, staying in South India from the last 2 years,
Hmm.
and was working in a BPO before this pandemic, and I'm also continuing something as my passion or profession in future, which is stand-up comedy.
Stand-up
So
comedy, huh?
yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, why you shifted yourself to south, like from north route to south? Why you shifted yourself?
My family shifted here like 2 years ago, so I didn't have any
Mm-hmm.
choice to move. And
Mm-hmm.
my father is in Navy, so we used to live in this Visakhapatnam earlier also.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, fantastic. So, right now you are a stand-up comedian.
I want to become. I'm
Okay,
a
means
budding.
you
I
want
can
to
say I'm a
become.
budding stand-up comic.
Okay, okay, means you are on the process for that.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
learning and
Okay,
improving
okay.
every day.
So means I hope in future you will definitely become. So can you little bit tell what is the stand-up because I also watch some of the stand-up comedy videos and all. So those who don't know, so can you tell what is stand-up comedy and how the things work and who is the things? Can you little bit explain about this?
Yeah, sure. Stand-up comedy is anything like which you find or which you observe about people, about things, anything which you observe, or if you have some story which is funny, you can elaborate that thing in front
Mhm.
of people. That's stand-up comedy. That the main thing is you have to make people laugh. You have to
Mm.
entertain them,
Okay, I feel.
and if you
Okay.
become good at that, then they will start paying you for that. They will buy you tickets and they will come to see just 1 hour of you doing
Mm.
things. You talking about some interesting things which are happening in world or something about your story. So yeah, they
Okay,
will
okay.
pay you for this because they need
Mm.
entertainment.
Okay, I got it. I got it. And if I talk about your qualifications, so what are the qualifications have you completed?
I have done my BSc in maths. I'm not very proud of it, but yeah, I have done that. But yeah, that's what just for education qualification. I have no interest in going in those fields.
Feel okay, fantastic. So why have you selected the it was your passion or what how you selected stand-up comedy in spite you can go for a job or you can carry on your studies or something anything you can do. So why have you because I get very rare kind of person who do stand-up comedy or who carry their passion further or who do something extraordinary from the job holder. So what was your main motive or intention to go on it?
Yeah, so I didn't have any goals to become a stand-up comedian, and until 3 years ago, I had zero idea what a stand-up comedian does.
Mm-hmm.
So, the story is like when I came from North India to South India. So, when I came to this place, I didn't know the language people here speak, which is Telugu.
Mm-hmm.
So I had no idea about Telugu, and my English was also weak because I'm from a very small city called Raebareli. It's nearby to Lucknow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no English language, no Telugu language. So it was very difficult for me to communicate with people. It was like the first 8 months was very depressing. I had zero friends,
Oh
and
my God.
even if I want to go outside and talk to anybody, I have
Mhm.
to talk to them in Telugu or English because nobody speaks here Hindi.
Oh my God.
So it was very depressing for me, and then somehow I was not feeling well at all, and I used to hate these South Indians just because their culture is very different, and
Mhm.
so I was very pissed about everything. But then
Mhm.
I thought, I'm just harming myself here. I'm not doing anything. I'm just destroying my future. So
Mhm.
then I thought, no, I don't want to continue this path. Then I
Mhm.
discovered, okay, I have to, if I want to meet people, I have to go outside. So I
Exactly.
started finding ways how to meet new people or something. So like in Vizag, there was an open mic happening.
Mhm.
Open mic is something where you can just go and tell your jokes or sing a song or dance, whatever you want to do. you
Mm-hmm.
can do that. It's free for everybody. The audience also don't pay anything, and the performer also don't pay anything. It is just to
Okay, to
practice
enhance
your
person.
skill.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So I went there, and somehow I just told my whole story that I'm from North India, came to South India, and now I'm stuck and all. So people laughed at few things, and then I got little bit attention. And
Mm,
luckily, I found three, four people who were speaking Hindi. So first of all,
okay.
I literally cried when when I heard people speaking Hindi in a Telugu state.
Mm-hmm.
I literally cried. Oh my God, these are my people.
Mm-hmm.
So then suddenly, like then I became friend with them, and nah, and yeah, that's how it started becoming like doing stand up. And then after that, I kept on doing it, and I thought, okay, this is something which I want to do as a career, as a
Mm-hmm.
profession, because yeah, it is everything which I wanted in my life.
Okay,
So
means
yeah.
like that day you got your passion, like that what I am made for or like what I need to go for.
Yeah, like while doing it, like when I was doing it, I was doing it just to come outside, meet people. But when I did it
Mm-hmm.
for like around a year, then I got to know about the like how this can be converted into a career, and it's a very handsome job if you become a stand-up comedian in India right now. It's a very
Mm-hmm.
good job, and it has a lot of benefits. So and
Mm-hmm.
also you get to uh, you're paid well as a stand-up comedian. I can say that.
Okay, okay, fantastic. So like how many performance or like how many open stage have you faced till now?
Buddy, it's um, more than 100 events. I can say that
Oh my
in
God.
yeah, but these are like small events, no, not big events.
Yeah, yeah, but
So
like if you have performed, okay, then I think it might be a good one because like it is not like that how many audience see. Like if you have performed, I think it is a very like difficult job. What I think that is speaking in front of stage and cracking a joke. I think for me it is kind of difficult, but I don't know about you.
yeah, so yeah, like for me, it was not very difficult because I used to insult my friends in childhood, and that's how I learned this skill or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I went on stage, I thought, okay, it is similar to that only. Now I'm talking to audience, that's it. Otherwise, earlier I was talking to my friends, and I was doing
Mm-hmm.
the same thing in my class, in my schools, in my school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, and I did had have the stage fear also, but
Okay. Okay.
gradually it disappeared when you go on stage, when you get that validation from audience, then stage fear is a very small thing and it disappears.
Okay, okay, yeah, exactly. So, like, one more question arises in my mind because you're following your passion, and very rare people do that. So, like,
Mhm.
do you have any got conflict between passion and profession? Like, if I say about your family members, okay, they have said that because what I see in mostly in Indian society, they do not allow their children to do according to their interest or according to their passion. So, how you tackle the situation and what was the struggle in that time and how what is like how you came across between your passion and profession.
But if the best thing you can do is that don't tell your parents what you're doing.
Oh
If you
my
can
god.
hide it, yeah, at a certain at like still a certain point, when you achieve something, then your parents will support you.
Okay.
So I haven't told my parents that I am doing these shows, and there was few times when like there was a proper article about me in newspaper in my city.
Oh
So I
my
was
god.
very afraid if my parents will read that, then they'll come to know that I am doing this thing. So
Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
quite afraid. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I haven't told them because I don't want that extra pressure from my parents that okay, you
uh,
have to do something, otherwise do job. This is not something which everybody does. So
mm-hmm.
to avoid any kind of pressure from relatives, from parents, from
Mm-hmm.
my even from my close like what can I say, cousins and all. I
Yeah,
just
colleagues.
didn't tell them anything about that. I'm just doing it without any pressures. So and I'm also working. So it's like I haven't told about this thing, but when I'll do something, when I'll see something in comedy field, then definitely I'll share this information with them. And I hope
Mm-hmm.
they find it like on YouTube, like when I have some videos
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube, that will be best. Otherwise, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll tell them.
exactly. I think you should come on YouTube also because I think if you come on YouTube, a lot of people will know you. Because when you're performing offline, okay, so only your
Yeah.
area people will come to know you. But if you're online and you are on social media, I think then people will, you can make your impact very easily on the people and the society of very easily.
Right, right. But the thing with the YouTube is that as a stand-up comedian, whatever I want to upload on YouTube, it should be my best, because
Yeah, it should
when
be your best.
people see something on YouTube, then they will come to my shows in
Mm,
future.
okay.
So I want to upload the best 5 minutes which I have performed,
Mm-hmm.
and to like build that 5 minutes, I need at least 1 year or 2 years of practice every day, or every like twice, thrice in a week.
Mm,
So
okay.
anything which you see on YouTube, any stand-up comedian like Zakir Khan, Upmanyu, whatever they upload on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, they have practiced that particular 10 minutes of jokes for at least 1 year,
Oh.
then they upload it. So that's why it becomes so interesting and it's so funny, because they have perfected that whole bit of like 10 minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
to come on YouTube, I think I don't have any plans also to come on YouTube for the next 2 3 years, because I know like how this works. You create joke, you go on open mic, you try the joke. If audience laughs, you write it somewhere that this is working. And you when there is some
Mm-hmm.
shows happening in your city, or some like corporate show, or something like any
Uh,
function is happening. Like suppose if there is a marriage anniversary happening in your city, and they have invited you for to do 10 minutes of your stand up comedy,
mm-hmm.
then I will do my best 10 minutes, which I have already practiced in open mics. So that's
Okay,
how
I
this
got it.
whole circle works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So coming to YouTube, like YouTube is our main place where we will show our talent. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to like have any bad things in YouTube. So currently I'm learning, so I'm not at the
Mm-hmm.
perfect level. So yeah, I'll do that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like 3 4 years after that.
Okay, so like I'm getting a lot of things to learn from you. And like one more thing, just want to become, because like some people want to become a stand-up comedian or something, like they have a good joke in my mind. Because few of my friend, okay, so they have good joke, like they are a good comedian, they can do comedy very well. But I think they are somehow afraid to do these, or they are afraid to tackle their passion. So like how, if anybody want to become a stand-up comedian, so what are the steps he should take, or what are the qualities he should have?
I think steps, first of all, he just needs to get on to the stage and do your jokes. That's it. No book, no person,
Mm,
nobody can teach you how to be funny. It's something which you have
talent.
inside.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, and to talking about that, afraidness and all those things. So you have to come on. Like that's why open mics are there, because
Mm,
in open mics everybody is trying their new jokes, or something new which they have just come across.
mm-hmm.
So you can attend open mics. First you attend open mics, and then if you feel comfortable, go on stage, perform for 2 minutes. And
Mm.
yeah, so like buddy, you won't believe I had huge stage fears when I was in school.
Yeah, okay.
So and yeah, when I if I can come across this thing, that anybody can, because I used
Mm.
to know, like in my school days, I used to afraid to just like give. You have that thought of the day in school,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, thought of the day,
So I
exactly.
used to I used to beg my teacher, please don't tell me to do thought of the day on stage. I will cry there. So
Oh my God.
yeah, so I come from that background, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think
Mm.
what is that word I'm forgetting? Um
Coward.
no, not coward. It is like some necessity teaches you everything. Like when it
Okay.
is necessary
Mm-hmm.
for you,
Mm-hmm.
because
Okay, okay. Yeah.
when I came to this city in South India, it was necessary for me to go outside and meet people.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Exactly.
this stage fear and this all this cowardness, everything goes, because
Mm.
then the bigger goal is to make friends. Otherwise, the
Mm.
other part is very bad for you.
Yeah, like it
So
is called necessity is the mother of invention. So it was your necessity and you invented something new in yourself.
right.
Yeah,
Couldn't agree more. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And like in which language you do stand-up comedy? Like what is your main language?
Buddy, I'm from North India, so Hindi. That's my native language, and I think I'm like
Okay, like
best.
mostly you do. Okay, so like
Ha ha.
do you go for English or something?
No, no, no. I don't. I don't. I just prefer my language, and there are enough people. I found out that there are enough people in my city who speaks Hindi, who understands Hindi. So
Mm.
yeah, I like when there are a lot of people who only know English, then I try to tell them. But my whole
Mm-hmm.
strong zone it is in Hindi because the dialect which I have, because I am from nearby to Lucknow, so the dialect which I have from like Awadhi dialect which I have,
Mm-hmm.
it's quite funny naturally.
Mm, I got it.
So
I got it.
I don't want to compromise that. So that's my
Mm-hmm.
strength, that Awadhi dialect which I have. So yeah, I
Okay,
do
I
my
got
jokes
it.
in that dialect.
Mm. Okay, so you do it in Hindi, fine. So like as you perform in stage, so that is also kind of public speaking, okay? And I think that is a great public speaking. So how any person can become public speaker, or how you removed your fear, like how anyone can remove their fear. As you told that yeah, you practiced and you went to stage. So I think how anyone can remove their stage fear, because I think over 95 to 98% in the world is having stage fear. They are afraid to speak in front of like a large amount of people. So how anyone
Hmm.
can come over it? For example, if anybody want to become a motivational speaker in public speaking, or a stand-up comedian, or a poet, anything, okay, in stage. So how he can remove the hesitation in front of the public?
Uh, the first and most important step is to go on stage.
Okay.
That according to me, bro. Like if you want to really motivated from things, stop watching motivation video and do something about it.
Yeah.
So
Don't. I got it. I got it. Yeah.
yeah.
Don't.
So
Yeah, don't become a thinker. Be a doer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So suppose like suppose if you're watching something on YouTube about some motivating thing
Hmm.
so the motivation speaker will tell you to do something,
Yeah. He will not like.
but
He will not. I got it.
yeah, but you are just sitting on your bed and watching that video, so
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing
I
going
got
to
it.
change.
Yeah. Like get your ass to the work.
Yeah, yeah. So if you have the fear of stage and all those things, go on stage, face
Go
it,
on stage. Okay, fantastic. And
do
like,
it.
yeah, any more thing like rather than like going to the stage, like any more thing to become a public speaker or to remove a fearness or something, like what you have done, like something you have practiced or something.
Don't look into eyes of a single person when you are on a stage and you're like suppose there is a crowd of 100 people in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to have a eye contact with a single person.
Okay, eye
Don't
contact.
like
Okay.
yeah, keep looking here and there every time. So don't just look at the same person, because when you divert from that person, then it will be very difficult for you.
Okay, okay, fantastic.
So just keep on like switching here and there, and yeah, you'll be fine. Don't look
Mm,
at the same person, and try to fake it. Don't when you're in the beginning, try to fake that confidence. Okay, I'm confident, I can do this. Do all those fake it. There's a phrase, right? Fake
mm.
it till you make it.
Okay, wow. Yeah, fake it till you make it.
So
Exactly.
go on stage and feel confident.
Mm,
You are not confident. You are very
I
afraid.
got it.
But
Okay.
don't
Yeah,
show those
don't
people that
so.
you are afraid.
Okay. Don't so. Yeah, very good point. Yeah, yeah, very good point. I liked it very much. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, so would you like to add up something more?
Like about what?
Yeah, like about public speaking and about effort or fear.
Yeah, buddy, I can talk about this for like 2 hours, but
Okay, okay, yeah.
the most
No,
important step is to just do something about it. If you have public speaking, if you have fear of public speaking, go in front of public and speak.
so yeah. So like, of what
And
afraid you have go? For example, if you are afraid of swimming, just like force yourself to go in the water. Okay, so this
yeah,
is the
don't
thing.
go into that some river and all. Go to a swimming pool, otherwise you
Yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
die.
Means like yeah, don't go to like don't go in a very big stage. Okay, like where PM and all.
Ha,
Yeah,
right,
go with start with a small thing. Like there
right.
is a saying that dream big, start small and act now. Okay, it is not
Ha,
like that you are dreaming big and you are starting big only. From the start,
yeah,
small steps you can go ahead and you can definitely one day will achieve a great height. Fine.
right.
Yeah. So like one more question, some question I will ask you, okay, and I will try to end up this. So like how is the life of a stand-up comedian? Because in stage he's very happy, he's very joyous, and he's very like very the people say see him in a very positive way, that he is always positive. So what is the actual life of a stand-up comedian?
Uh, yeah, you can say that the whatever what when I'm on stage, so
Hmm.
that's my best. Okay, I have to be my best person when I'm on stage. But when I'm off stage, I'm a person who doesn't talk with a lot of people. You won't believe I'm an introvert. I don't talk to a lot
Oh
of
my
people.
God. Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
when I'm on stage, I am a different person. I will talk to audience, I will crack jokes, and I will do all those stuff. But when I'm off stage,
Hmm.
I'm a person who just wants to know about things, who is very curious in nature. Uh,
Hmm.
because if you want to become a successful stand-up comedian, you need to
Hmm.
know about things like
Okay.
whatever is happening right now in news. Okay,
Hmm.
so if you're not aware about all those things, so jokes come from there. Like suppose, as you know, that a lot of funny things are happening in news, right?
Hmm.
People
That's
are debating like animals on,
right.
so yeah, so
Okay.
like you can find jokes from there. Like
Okay.
I have a very small joke, like suppose, uh, I was talking to my neighbor and my neighbor asked me, what do you do? So
Okay.
I said, uncle, मैं कॉमेडी करता हूँ.
Okay.
तो अंकल बोले, अच्छा कौन से न्यूज चैनल पे?
कौन से?
तो कौन से न्यूज चैनल पे?
सर सर कौन से?
कौन से न्यूज चैनल पे?
अच्छा,
That I
ओके
said,
ओके ओके.
yeah, yeah. You just murdered my joke, bro. You
ओके,
just
आई गॉट इट. सॉरी
you just
सॉरी.
destroyed my joke. It's okay. Yeah.
या या
So the
या या
point,
इट वाज गुड.
the
या
po- so the point is that you find jokes from all these things in your
या.
surroundings.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so means, yeah, I think it. Yeah, yeah, I got it now. Okay, okay. Yes. So means they try to find out the situation, what is going on in their environment, and they try to create joke from that. And I have listened a lot
Right.
of jokes from Arnav Goswami and these all things. Okay, fine, that is
Ha.
good. And so like one more question. Okay, one more last question. So that uh, is like becoming stand-up comedian is easy. The question is little bit like hectic, okay, but the thing is that because I ask to most of the people the same question when I bring them to port, like if is their job easy or something, what do you think of yourself? Like not of yourself, like what the of the stand-up comedians and all, like what are the situation with them?
Uh, it's easy if you like it.
Hmm.
If you love going on stage, if you love traveling
Good.
to different places, talking to people, then it's very easy for you, and it's also very soothing because you get to do what you love.
Hmm.
But current scenario, if you talk about few things, people are really offended by small things.
Hmm.
So that
Exactly.
become the difficult part because
Hmm.
nowadays you will see some comedians getting thrashed by crowd because they hurt someone's feelings and all.
Hmm. Okay,
So
I got it.
that's the hard part. And the basic thing which people forgot is that we are on stage to entertain everybody. We're not there to make fun of anybody.
Hmm.
We are there to entertain people. We are there to make people laugh. So if
Okay.
someone is getting offended by us, then that's not what we do. That's politician's job, not us.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh.
So yeah, so we are not someone who likes to offend people. We are someone
Hmm.
who wants to make you happy. If you're feeling depressed, if you're not feeling good, watch our video, come to our performance if you're performing in our
Hmm.
city to make
Okay.
you feel good for 1 hour.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay, fine. Hmm.
nowadays it's very difficult because people are so impatient, and
Mhm.
so yeah, the intolerance level is very high right now, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like one more thing, last question, that what is the career or like what is the future of stand-up comedy? Like is somebody want to do that or is that the good thing or what is the future or what is right now career, how the things are going on?
Yeah, currently it's bad because due to the pandemic and all, because it's very
Yeah,
difficult.
means no,
And
means now not like in this scenario, like in,
ha,
yeah, in this
yeah, but after 2 years, believe me, you will see people coming to a stand-up comedy. Like they will prefer stand-up comedy thing over a movie. Like
oh my God.
uh, yeah,
Hmm.
and believe me, this is going to happen in 3 to 4 years because they have figured out that whatever you
Hmm.
want to watch, it is on OTT platforms. There's Netflix, Amazon, everything is available in there, and
Hmm.
it is at the best quality.
Hmm.
So they will prefer a stand-up comedy show over a movie or over a like something else which they do to come
Hmm.
outside. So person who works for 5 days and he wants to chill for his weekend on
Hmm.
Saturday Sunday, he will go for a stand-up comedy show, not for a movie. I
Exactly.
can guarantee you this in 3 to 4 years
Okay,
because
means that you want to say that yeah, stand-up comedy is going to bloom after 2 to 3 years.
yeah, it was already blooming in 2019,
Hmm.
but due to this pandemic, it got a little bit deviated.
Down.
But
Okay.
still, like after 2 years, this is going to become a very huge thing. It is already a very huge thing in the world. Like if you see US and other places, US, UK, it is blooming like hell. But in
Mm-hmm.
India, like people are just getting to know about this new thing. So yeah, if anybody wants to become a stand-up comedian, please go for it, buddy. It's amazing, and the best thing about is that stand-up comedy is the only profession in this whole world
Mm-hmm.
where whatever you learn about whatever things,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell about it. So whatever experience you have,
Okay.
you can share those experience on stage. So
Mm-hmm.
it's the only profession, according to me, in the world where whatever your experiences, whatever your knowledge, whatever your surrounding environment is, you can combine all those things and form something, some jokes about that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's very nice profession. I can say that.
Okay, and like what about the like if I talk about the salary, like how much they earn, like approximately.
They're not a corporate slaves. We don't have salary and all.
No, my
But
salary means like in overall, like in
ha
every
ha
like the
ha.
income, if I say or something, because just for my knowledge and just for the knowledge for the listener, they want to
Hmm.
know. So like, what is the because I don't know much about this, so if you tell me, it will be good. Like I don't know, there is no fixed salary, but average like.
Sure. Yeah, it depends. It depends how famous you are, how like if people really like you, and suppose if you are selling
Mhm.
tickets, suppose if you are able to sell tickets, 200 tickets in a show, okay,
Okay.
then from a single show you can make around 60,000 rupees.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on your tickets. Like if
Uh,
you have tickets of 500 rupees a single ticket, then you are making more than 1 lakh in just 1 hour. So
okay. Okay.
yeah,
Fine. Fine.
but to write that 1 hour of jokes, you need at least 3 to 4 years of practice. So
Hmm.
yeah, you need to work hard on your skills. You need to be very communicate. You need to be very like what is that word?
Okay.
Observant about things.
Hmm. I
Uh,
got it.
yeah, you need
Mm-hmm.
to work hard on your skills, and if people like you,
Mm-hmm.
then you will earn like every weekend you can earn more than 3 4 lakhs. Like all the big comics like Zakir Khan, Upman,
Okay.
for every show they are earning more than 1 lakh, like just
Oh
for
my
1 hour.
God.
Like suppose they are if you are there doing some, like suppose if they are coming to Mumbai for
Mm-hmm.
1 hour, if they are doing show there from 8 to 9,
Mm-hmm.
they're getting more than 1 lakh rupees for that
Mm-hmm.
show.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
because they are giving them content which is like worthy of 1 lakh rupees.
Mm-hmm.
People like, otherwise people will go to a movie and the ticket will be around 400 rupees, but you also buy popcorn which is like 2 lakh rupees.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah. So yeah, so people will
Okay.
prefer this comedy thing
I
from a
got it.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Yeah, and like if comedy can also soothe many people, okay, because the people those who do job in corporates or like they only busy themselves in the job and these all kind of things. Okay, if they got comedy and all and their mind will be fresh and they will be also feeling good after a long work. So I think what the stand-up comedian do, okay, so I would really like to thank you and those who are person, okay, who are doing these things because whenever I feel bored or whenever I feel demotivated, something. So I also used to watch that, okay, and I really feel happy and I really feel motivated in the thing, okay, what I do, and I do that thing in that good way, and that day my becomes very good and very joyous and very thank you, okay, Mr. Akash for coming to my
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
yeah
Thank you so much.
yeah thank you very much Akash for coming to my podcast and giving your precious time. Okay, thank you so much. We'll try to connect soon.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.